Hello everybody, my name is Michael and you know me as Coding Jungle, and today I want to talk about field output section in the ACP for Formularize and what it does, what it's used for, and why you might want to consider using it. Alright, so basically the field output is this right here. It's the way your field, I'll show you, I only have one field on this form and it's a text field. And it prints out a very specific way because it's the way that I've told it to print out. So you can see how it the information being displayed. Now there is a chance that you might not like my fumbling when it comes to writing HTML, and you want to do something special. You want to do something different. Interesting, whatever you want to do. You can do a whole lot of things with this field output because it uses the IPS template logic. So if you're familiar with the IPS template logic, you should be able to create a field output for a specific field on a specific form. Now, this is different than altering templates for that field type that belong to Formularize, because that will change them for every form, not just your specific form. So if you want to target a specific form with a different type of output for that field, you can. So let's go in, let's get into it. It's very simple. Again, you want to type in the form name and it'll bring up a list of them that are similar, and you choose the one you want. Then you find your field and add it. Now, like I said, you can use, I've tried to create some basic tags that you can do. Now, you have several options here. Value, which is the raw value from the data from the form itself. So for that submission, it will be the raw value. The formatted value is, I included this because sometimes you might want to use it for whatever reason, but it is the field data formatted by the templates that I've created for it. In case you want to use it, you might want to use that, but then have like additional information or a flow chart or whatever underneath it. I don't know. I mean, the possibilities are, again, kind of like the field validation. It's only limited by your imagination of what you can have. So you might want to display the data that I format and then go on and do your own thing underneath it or above it or beside it or whatever, however you want to display it. Now, there are a couple things like in IPS's template logic that I've included, like the if and the if conditional, the if else conditional, and the if else if conditional. Now, what this does, you can see if a value from the form is a certain value or whatever, and then you can, based on that, you can display different things, basically. Just look at any template in IPS. You can get an idea how that works. Now, this is all the stuff that's available to you from the field itself when you create it. So all this data that's in here, extra permissions, field options, conditionals, that will all be available to you in the field variable. And then you access it through the object, as from its object. Like ID, the ID of the field, the name of the field, the type, the description, the default setting, if you have one, the required, the options, all that. So it's very basic, and I'm just going to do a very basic, change here. Nothing too dramatic, but it'll give you an idea of what I mean, that I've meant for this section. So we're just going to take the value, we're going to wrap it in a div, and we're going to tell it to be red. With any luck, I haven't tested this code in a while, it should now display red. Oh, I didn't want to edit it. I wanted to view it. Oh, I'm already in the view. So as you can see, if we inspected that, it will have my HTML wrapped around it. Unfortunately, there's this will be included, the field title. I might adapt it later on where you can actually replace the whole thing, but for right now, to make everything jive together, I guess you could say, this is it does get wrapped by some of my HTML still. So that's the basics of the field output. Now, if we were to create another field, another form with a text field, its output would not be this. It will be the default output unless you come in here and create a field output. But you could also, like I said, you can go alter the global templates that these fields use by default and style them however you want, but that might not be the desired effect you're looking for. So again, it's not super advanced, but it does require an understanding of the IPS template logic to some extreme. An understanding of HTML, CSS, and so forth. So if you have any questions or comments, let me know down below, and I'll try to get to them in a timely manner. Guys, have a good day, and I hope you found this video enjoyable or at least informative. Have a good one.